Everyone says I became the strongest under heaven because of one sword. Then one day, that sword gained a spirit. The sword spirit abandoned me and went into seclusion with its beloved. Without that divine sword, he's nothing but trash. The treasures of Zhuantian Sect are ours today, a bunch of clueless fools. That sword was just scrap metal I picked up on the roadside. It only became divine by absorbing my power for 100 years. Impossible. Without the sword, how are you even stronger? Ignorant brats. I'll show them that even without the sword, I'm still the strongest. I once split Mount Kunlun with one strike, and the crack is still there. The world feared me, but feared my sword even more. They called my sword a divine weapon. But in truth, it was just scrap metal I found by the road. Famous because of a sword? What a joke. Everyone thought I became #1 only because of that sword. After a while, even my sword believed it. So once it gained a spirit, it betrayed me without hesitation. Idiot. It gained a spirit because it fed on my power day and night. Without me, it's nothing but useless iron. But the world didn't see it that way. News spread that the sword spirit had abandoned its master. Everyone set their sights on Zhuantian Sect's spirit stones and treasures. They formed an alliance and attacked Zhuantian Sect. Under my protection, Zhuantian Sect had long become the top sect. Its strength was not to be underestimated. But with hundreds of sects attacking, Zhuantian Sect was starting to fall back. Zhuantian Sect is doomed, we need to run. When the disciples heard I had lost my sword, many switched sides. They betrayed us and joined the enemy. Master, the alliance is here. They clearly came for war. Why panic? After 100 peaceful years, have you forgotten how to fight? I haven't forgotten. Back then, Zhuantian Sect was just a small sect when the demons slaughtered us. I led the disciples in a desperate battle and finally defeated the demons. That battle made me a legend. Because of that war, my name shook the 9 provinces. People began calling me Master Ling Xiao. After the battle, more than half of Zhuantian Sect was gone. Only the weak and wounded remained, so I took over as sect master. Then I began rebuilding Zhuantian Sect. That war is the biggest regret of my life. I hated that I hadn't awakened sooner and couldn't save my master and fellow disciples. I called myself a genius, yet I still couldn't find my path. My master always said my chance would come, and told me not to rush. Only that day did I finally understand what my chance was. Becoming a god didn't matter to me. What mattered most was my family in Zhuantian Sect. Watching them die before my eyes, I finally understood my path. My path is protection. So after becoming a god, I hid the truth and never ascended. 100 years passed in a blink. My old fellow disciples gradually passed away. Now the only familiar face left in the sect is my young disciple. This time, I won't let Zhuantian Sect suffer like before. Activate the mountain barrier and prepare for battle. Yes. Master, what are your orders? Zhuantian Sect only protects loyal disciples. Let the wavering ones leave. A sect war is about to begin. Anyone who wants to leave has 15 minutes. Everyone knows the sect master rose because of that divine sword. Without it, he can't beat them. Today, I'll show them my true strength. 15 minutes later, half the disciples were gone. Disciples who won't share our hardship are better off gone. The barrier is active. Since it was made with your power, they shouldn't break through. Simply keeping them out isn't what I want. The mountain barrier exists to keep Zhuantian Sect disciples from being harmed again. But these cultivators trying to seize our sect won't be spared. Master, you mean, do you trust me? I have never doubted your strength, Master. Then fight beside me. There is no retreat. Uncle Master, what's going on? Why can't we get out? I said I wouldn't let any disciples get hurt. Today, you only need to watch. Uncle Master, we can't let you and the sect master fight alone. We can help too. That heart is enough. You're about to die, and you're still talking big. We don't want to hurt anyone. Hand over the treasures and artifacts, and we'll spare you. Exactly. For years, Zhuantian Sect has abused its title as the top sect. You've taken countless top-grade artifacts. Now it's time to return them to us. Zhuantian Sect's artifacts were all earned by our disciples through trials. You were too weak to win artifacts in the secret realms, yet you blame us for being strong. We only held back before out of respect for the divine sword. Now that the sword is gone, there's no need to hold back. Enough talk. Are you coming one by one or all at once? I'm tired of arguing. Let's finish this so I can go back to sleep. Wait, my sword ran off. What a pain. Ha ha ha. Ah! You actually killed the Xiao Yao sect master. You came to my doorstep to rob and fight and you still expect mercy? Leave now, and I'll let this go. Didn't they say he was useless without the divine sword? From the looks of it, not really. He split the Xiao Yao sect master in one move. We can't underestimate him. What are you scared of? With all our cultivators attacking, he can't beat us alone. I'll count to 3. Anyone still here dies. 1, 2. Why are you running, you cowards? When we take Zhuantian Sect, none of you get any treasures. 3. Arrogant fool, everyone attack. Come at me together. Let's end this fast. Master, hundreds of lives, isn't that too cruel? If they broke into Zhuantian Sect and slaughtered our disciples, who would feel sorry for us? I will remember your lesson, Master. Anyone else? How are you this strong? You didn't even make a move. You only drew circles with spiritual power and killed our top sect masters and disciples. How is that possible? Even at your peak, you still needed the divine sword to attack. Why are you stronger now that the sword is gone? Because without that sword, I only become stronger. A sword is useful for attacking, but it also limited my power. Back then, my spiritual power was too strong. Once I struck, nothing within miles survived. It was too easy to hurt my own people. That's why I picked up a sword. By channeling my power through it, I could hold myself back. The funny thing is, they thought my strength came from that sword. It was nothing but scrap metal I casually picked up. It gained a sword spirit only because it absorbed my power for years. Too bad it never understood that and saw itself as divine while looking down on me.